Did I get caught out? I always get caught out doing naughty things at the last minute, but I'm not doing anything naughty. I'm just being a good girl, I promise. I promise, a little bit. Not much. Forget about the promising. All right, guys, welcome, welcome. My name is Mary. This is Well Crochet. Lovely to have everyone here today again. Now, until I see anyone come on, I don't know whether this internet's well. Oh, here we go. Franca's on. Hello, Franca. I hope you are feeling better than you were the other day. I did catch your message the other day. I haven't had an opportunity to respond. Hello, Angela, Ghost Hacker. I hope you are well. Hello, Karen, the lovely Karen, and Maria. I hope you are well. Now, here we are again for another weekly live, and thank you already for that first like that I have so far. Thank you so much. What are we going to talk about this week? We have lots and lots, and there are some things that we discussed. Hello, Kathy, I hope you're well. We have some things that we actually discussed on Wednesday's live. Let me just drop that camera a little bit. How's that? Now you can see what it is we discussed on Wednesday's live. Check it out. I've got my little poncho with the drawstring. I was telling everyone on Wednesday, hello, Mary Wanamaker, I hope you're well. Everyone on Wednesday that I may take the drawstring out because I like my ponchos not so tight up towards my neck. And I did make the poncho to suit my body. So I will actually take that drawstring out and not use it at all. But if you're going to use the drawstring, guys, and if you're going to do the tutorial, make sure you follow the instructions above because I think I might have made that drawstring a little bit too small. So I did mention to add another 20 chains to make it a little bit longer. So I hope that helps. Hello, Handmade Design. Hope you are well. So I'll just show you quickly the poncho. Oh, it's very nice. I love very much the poncho. I can now wear it now that it's all complete. I can wear it with the beanie. It is still spring here in Melbourne and it could be summer very soon. However, we have some really cool summer nights and we also have some cool summer days. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. We do have them. Melbourne is known for having 4 seasons in one day. So it's always good to have something warm to wear when the chill does come in. So I'm very glad that it's done. I did want to have it done for spring anyways. So it kind of works well for me. And that's it. I've got the beanie on, Redemption beanie. And the Rustaman Vibrations poncho. Care of, and I'll say care of because they helped me name it. Care of Kiki for the Redemption beanie and care of Sticky Stitch, I couldn't get it out then. Sticky Stitch for Rustaman Vibrations poncho. So thank you so much to those lovely girls. Now, this week, oh, thank you. I'm not feeling great, but that's good. No, I am. I'm a little bit on edge because I started my diet this week and I'm not happy that I had to give up certain things, you know, so it's okay. I do my first weigh-in on Sunday, so that's going to be interesting. Tomorrow morning, first weigh-in. Very exciting. For me, not for you. It doesn't make any difference to you. I just look like a face behind a camera, right? Oh, gosh. I've started already. Sorry, guys. Now, this week, what did we do this week on Well Crochet that needs a mention? What did we do? We did a couple of things. One thing we did was the drawstring and we washed and blocked our blanket. Now, I showed everyone on Wednesday's live that when you wash and block a blanket, and especially one like this, everything lines up straight. Check how straight, perfectly straight those lines now are. Ooh, how far back can I get? Oh, I can't get back any further. Who's that? Everyone talking to each other. That's lovely. Okay, so that's fully lined. Fully lined. Did I say fully lined? I meant fully blocked. Hello. So that's fully blocked and look how straight those lines are. Gorgeous. Now, before I washed and blocked them, they weren't that straight. How do you wash and block such a large item? Well, I did actually do that on Monday, Mary. So if you have a careful look, it says on my video, it says, what does it say exactly? Drawstring and washing and blocking of the blanket. So it is relatively big. I did have, what did I have? They're workout mats. They're like gym mats. And I put 4 large squares together, like as in a jigsaw puzzle piece. And I washed and blocked it and it just fit those gym mats. So do you have the space to lay it? No. You're not going to believe it. I have a room that my daughter used to sleep in when she was living here at the time, and in there it's kind of a work room now where we keep a lot of goods and rubbish, just rubbish really. It's the rubbish. It's a junk room, all right? It's a junk room. And I made a square space on the floor specifically for that mat. So the worst part is when I'm washing and blocking, so I'm not leaning on the floor and you're not seeing me lie all over the floor to do it, or lay all over the floor to do it. I pop it on my table and I kind of have to carry it out after it's done. So there you go. I'm missing all of this. Hello, and I'm just going to say Anna. Oh, I forgot. You told me what it was the other day. Anais? Anais? Oh, I'm sorry. Hello. Hello, Rolene. Hello. So there you go. So that's the blanket done. Okay. That's my blanket done. This is the last time you will probably see it. Maybe it will go for sale, depending if it does sell. I'm going to pop it on my stores for sale. Use my table too, and then we have no place to eat. I know, right? Oh, did I miss Paula? Did Paula come on and I missed her? Did I? Did she? Well, someone said something, Paula. Oh, okay. Well, if she did, I must have missed it. But hello, Paula, if you came on. Yes, I know. And it takes a couple of days for a blanket such as this to dry. You can actually use it on towels. You can wash and block them on towels if you don't have blocking mats. Okay. If you don't have blocking mats, haven't eaten Sticky Stitch. I haven't seen. I thought you said eaten. Seen Sticky Stitch. Eaten. Ages. No Kiki this morning either. Well, Kiki's around. She might just be busy. I haven't seen Sticky Stitch either, actually. I actually haven't even heard from her. I should message to find out how she's okay. So there you go. That's the blanket. So I will be popping them up on my stores, madeit.com.au store. At this stage, I don't think I'll be using Etsy at the moment. We will see how we go with Etsy, but it will definitely be on my madeit.com.au store. It is washed. I do not want to leave it out to collect dust or anything. So this is probably the last time you guys will see it. The reason is because it's washed and blocked, I actually do want to pop it in a nice bag and lock it away to keep it clean for whoever purchases it. Now I just dropped everything. Also this week, that was Monday's tutorial. On Wednesday's tutorial, we made, is it gorgeous? Oh, where's the other? Oh, hang on, here we go. The accompaniment napkin ring holder. Yes, with my old napkin ring. I've got a really old napkin ring. Sorry. I mean, old napkin. I was thinking about Sticky Stitch today. Hope she's okay. I know, I'll message her and find out. That is our placemat. And that is our coaster. And this week we made the matching napkin ring holder to suit. So now so far that's the set that we have. We are going to make a table runner. On Wednesday we had a bit of a vote and most people voted for a rectangle table runner. There was someone who said oval, not so much circle but oval. So I would like a vote from everyone on live this morning. What kind of table runner they would like? Would they like it rectangle? Would they like it oval? Would they like it round? Now, I do know that the rectangle is winning at the moment. I don't want to, push your votes in there. But if this live produces a few more other kinds of, someone saying rectangle, kinds of table runners, do let me know. But at this stage, it's looking like a rectangle. Now, the other thing we made, which I haven't completed, we did part one of our... It's such a big bag. It was supposed to be for my crochet hooks. Now, the yarn I used was carnival yarn. Now, let me drop this a bit because I'm actually on my stretching right up to look into the camera. The yarn I used was carnival yarn. What about rectangle with pointy ends? Oh, I like that idea, Maria. I'll think about that. I'm doing squares for the bag now on you, Kathy. Well done. And you're saying circle, Franca. At this stage, it's looking like rectangle, though, Franca. Too many people have said rectangle, but I will keep that in mind for future. So this was made with the carnival yarns. So maybe I should have just done the 3 because it's only supposed to be a crochet hook bag. I haven't got any hooks here at the moment. I think I do. I think I do. Oh, can you believe this? I've got knitting needles sitting here. Can you believe this? Check that out. What? They are 7.5mm knitting needles. I found these the other day. They were stuck in some bag. I don't even remember buying a 7.5 because that's huge to me. I wouldn't use those unless, you know, really necessary or someone wants something. And I found it the other day and I just popped them up here. I probably shouldn't have. I'm a crochet person, right? But I do want to show you something though. It's long enough for Tunisian hooks. Oh, look, it kind of is. And if you pop it the other way, which is lengthwise, you can have yourself a Tunisian hook and a knitting needle. I don't know if knitting needle fit in there. Oh yeah, just fits in. The knitting needles just fit in there. Or just only just though. I think it might stick out. I wouldn't want to use it for the knitting needles. But you can. And I wanted to show you something. This is the reason why I left this thing out. This is so old. I think this is, had something to do with this because I was looking for some yarn for that. And I knew I've got fluff everywhere from the wool now. And I found this, and do you know what this is? It stores hooks and needles. But at the moment, it'll have knitting needles because I use all my crochet hooks. And these are the knitting needles I used to use years ago. And check that out. There you go. I'll pop that down here. I'm just curious to show you. This is my knitting needle collection. And I don't knit anymore. Maybe I'll give it to my sister. Or maybe I will keep the ones that I may use in the future. But I have, you know, your basic ones. I have some wooden ones in there. You know, I have some cute ones. I have some not so cute ones. But, you know, there you go. I just wanted to show you this thing because I reckon this guy is 20-something years old. I can't even, for me to have knitting needles in it would mean that I used to knit. And I used to knit in my 20s. So it's longer than 20-something years. Oh, don't tell anyone. And along the side of it, it has like measuring. So you've got centimeters and inches. There's inches on one side there. I don't know if you can see that. Inches, and the bottom, those are centimeters, and that one there's an inches. And even, I remember buying this because even when I was in my 20s, everything was red. Plus, red was out in those days. Anyway, I know I'm going to get all these back in now. I'll pop them with the hook side down. Hook! The point side down. They're not the crochet hooks, they're knitting needles. So there you go. I just wanted to show everyone that because I found those other two knitting needles. I took them out. Yeah, they're not going to fit with the hook side. Look at that. I'm going to put the hook side down. Oh no, here we go. It's on. So there you go. I just wanted to show you that I didn't only always crochet. I used to knit as well in 100 years ago when I was like 5. I didn't really. I just want to make myself sound younger. But anyway, or older even. That's our week this week. Now, I mentioned to my son's friend that I would flash the blanket that I've been making for him. Now, I'm not completely finished. I don't know if it'll get finished. I told him it'll get finished by Sunday. I think I'm going to make it somehow. But that's what we're up to at the moment for his blanket. What do you mean there? And I've got the right side for you? No, I've got the wrong side. Let's try that side. Okay, so I don't know if I'll get it all done by Sunday. I don't think I will. He doesn't need it by Sunday anyway, but I still wanted him to see it. So there you go. That is the same Kaleidoscope blanket that we were making, and that's in a different style. You don't have to put so many colors on. You can put, let me show you again. You can put, this is only 3 colors for this Kaleidoscope. I keep putting it the wrong side. I think I will do this for my daughters. Yeah. Well, the other blanket was 5 colors in our normal Kaleidoscope blanket. But this one here is 3. So you've got your white, your kind of like bone, and I think it's called taupe. I can't remember what it's called, but it's a bone color, and your red. Now, I have to say, once again, it is Bendigo Woolen Mills yarn. So I do use that a lot. The only reason, it's funny because someone said to me, why do you use that a lot? Do you just like you know, pumping them or pushing them sort of thing. And I said, no, the reason I use it is because it comes in a 200-gram skein, and it still feels soft. It's the luxury kind. So it's not as harsh on your skin as some yarns. So I use it because there's a lot in a skein. You get more out of it. Oh, a bit warm in here with the lights now. You get more out of it, and it's just easier for me to weigh things that way and to measure things that way. There's nothing worse than there's little tiny 50-gram skeins, which I love using because they're nice and soft and gorgeous. But you get a quarter of the way through the row and bang, you have to start another skein. So I literally take it undone, seriously, and start a whole new skein. So I've got little bibs and bobs everywhere. It's a very big waste, and I end up using them for granny square blankets and things. Well, so it's not a real waste, but it's a waste of time for me because I get a quarter way through thinking, oh, it'll make the row. Not even a quarter. I get almost towards the end, and there's like 7 or 8 stitches. I could pull the whole row undone, tighten it up, and do a cross. No, it's not worth it. I just take the whole row undone and add a new skein. So that's probably one of the reasons why I use the Bendigo Woolen Mills. Also because the luxury is a softer yarn than most. He wants red, white, and gold. And you could get away with using red, white, and gold. It just depends on the actual gold and how bright that gold is, whether it's going to be too strong. Yeah, good luck. But you could go like white, gold, and red. You could. Yeah. But I just think that is I think this is too bold of a colour for a newborn baby. However, the customer is always right. The fella said his cousin likes red, and I said, look, I'm not doing a whole blanket in red. That's just not on for a newborn baby. But I will add some colour. Is that okay? He said, yeah, sure, no worries. When I showed him part of it, he was quite happy with it. So, you know, I just don't think. A lot of people say that red isn't suitable for newborns anyways. But, you know, I'm not the judge. I'm not a judge. I just do what the customer wants, and that's what he wanted, even though I just put a hint of extra colour in there. Well, I did show him our Kaleidoscope Blanket, so he was quite impressed with that. We're doing Christmas tea cozy. We're not. I haven't thought about it, Angela. I'll think about it, though. Keep that in the back burner for a minute. I just want to get as much as we need to get out of our tutorials. If I have time towards, oh, there's fluff everywhere now. If I have time towards closer towards Christmas, we may consider it. And if I have popular demand, because it's all about popular demand. If only 2 people are watching, it doesn't make much sense, yeah? You really need to have popular demand. If other people out there want tea cozy for Christmas, do let me know. This yarn is not suited to it, okay? I could actually do it just for looks, but it really isn't suitable for a tea cozy. Obviously the best yarn for a tea cozy is a nice strong cotton, nice thick cotton. I'm assuming that's what most people use. I would actually use that specifically. Sorry, I've just got to get this mixed up. I'm sorry. I do apologize there. So yeah, Angela, keep that in the back burner. I will consider it, but it has to be a little bit closer to Christmas because we do have a lot to do before Christmas. I need to buy a teapot so I can make a cozy. Well, look, I haven't really decided, Mary. It wasn't on the list. So I don't know whether we'll do the cozy or not. But we'll keep it in mind. All right. So you want one, Mary, and you want one, Angela. Let me keep that in the back burner. Again, the closer we get to Christmas, then we can decide if we have time to do the tea cozy. Now, the other thing I wanted to mention, which I mentioned on Wednesday's live to my Wednesday people, you don't have a pot. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't even know if I'll do it yet, Mary, anyway. We did mention on Wednesday's live that once we finish our Christmas gear, which that will be the table runner, will be our completed item for Christmas, trying to find some green sparkly wool. Do you use tea in the pot? Well, yes, I do use tea in a pot occasionally. If I'm in a hurry, I just use a tea bag. I don't have time to do it. Just drop a little tea bag in. But no, I do usually use tea in a pot. loose. I usually use tea, like literally put tea in the pot and let it sit there for a bit and then wait, a couple of minutes and then pour it in a cup, usually. But lately I just, tea bags, it's a lot quicker. Although this week I haven't had any because I've been trying to follow a diet. But you can have tea and coffee in the diet. You just can't have it with sugar. And I can't handle it without sugar. So it's easy not to have it. Use the tea bags. Well, I do use the tea bags occasionally, Mary. So, I've been using that a lot lately, except for last week because of my diet. Not last week, this week. Get it right, Mary. Now, the other thing is, the second thing we wanted to discuss about what's happening for Christmas as well. Once our Christmas gear are done, which will be the end of this week, because Friday I intend to do the last item, we are working on gifts that we can make our family and friends for Christmas. Very exciting. And one of them I already mentioned is a V-stitch top. Now this V-stitch top is going to be basic. I mean, I say basic, I mean 2 rectangles stuck together kind of thing. Yeah. Kind of thing. Yeah. And what we'll do is we could make it to suit our own measurements or make it to suit the measurements of the person you wish to make for. Stevia is a natural sweetener with 0 calories. Yes, I know. A lot of them mentioned that it's actually mentioned in the program, Paula. I just, haven't used it. I might when I get, they do let me occasionally use brown sugar, so I can get away with that. And stevia is mentioned. There's another sugar mentioned, but I haven't really, it's just so much to read. I just read enough to get me out of trouble till tomorrow. Because there's just so much and I don't have time to read all that gear, so I'm just reading, literally I'm reading for day to day. I'm 2 days in advance, that's it. And the shopping is chaotic because you are buying little bits and bobs, but they have worked the program out for all of the menu to suit each other. So a lot of the items you put in that menu, you can put in that menu. So it's look, it's a scientific program. It is worth doing. So that's why I'm paying the money to do it. It's not free, right? And I have to work out as well. Apparently yesterday was a rest day, which is really good because I rested anyway. I didn't have to do any exercise. But for the other days this week, it's been chaos. Now, let's get back to business. We will be doing a V-stitch top. And again, to suit you or your friend or your mother or your father or your cousin or your brother or your uncle or your aunt, whoever. I think I said that in one sentence. That's crazy. And after that, we will be doing a possible scarf. Yes. Breathe. That's breath. Breathe with an E. I don't even know what I'm saying. Hello. Oh yeah. Trying to ram it all in. And I don't know why I'm not in a hurry today. Not really. I do want to clean up the house. It's like a tornadoes hit it or something. Just the stuff everywhere. Stuff over there, and over here. It's just a mess. So after this live, I have to clean up. Sorry. So I have to cut that short. No, I don't have to cut it short. Let's talk. I don't know. You're thinking, she's crazy. Just little bits. So that's our week this week. This week, you're going to get Monday, you're going to get part 2. And I hope to fit the joining I'm going to do it my way because this is the way I like it. But you could do it long ways if you like. The joining of the sides, you're also going to get a couple of rows up the top of the bag. And then we are going to attach a zip. Now, if you didn't want to attach a zip, I was going to pop in maybe buttons and buttonholes, but I can't really change the pattern on this. So what I could suggest for you to do is to make a little flap thing. You attach it to there, pass it over and have a button on one side, on that side and on the other side if you don't want to attach a zip. Personally, I want to attach a zip because I'm itchy now. Here we go. It started. The wool has started on me. Personally, I want to attach the zip because I just want it to be closed. So I'm going to be attaching a zip and we're going to be lining the bag. It won't be sewing machine lined. It will be hand lined for the simple fact that not a lot of people have a sewing machine. I will do some sewing machine lining in the future, but for this week, we're going to hand sew it. It'll be nice and quick and easy. But people think it's quicker to use a sewing machine. By the time you get it out, by the time you make sure you've got the right cotton on the bobbin, by the time you clean the whole thing up and then start to work, because you're working with wool, you don't want any oil stains or anything on your gear, yeah? So by the time you clean everything up, it's like half an hour past, yeah? And it would have taken you 15 minutes to sew up. And because it's just a simple bag, it's okay to hand sew it. If you are making a purse that you are going to take out for evening wear, which we may do in the future, keep your eyes peeled for that, then you need to use a good sewing machine or a solid kind of sewing gadget. Like you've got your little hand gadgets as well that's out there these days if you can't, you know, afford a sewing machine. The little hand gadgets are quite cheap as well, and you can get away with that for a small bag, okay? But you really do need a solid stitch if you are going to make a bag to go out with. Not making no more blankets, lol. Going to do that tomorrow. Yeah, no, we're actually not making any blankets for a while either. We're going to focus on Christmas at the moment and what we call in Australia the silly season. You know, it's the season where everybody gets silly, we have a lot of fun, and we just act silly. You know, it happens. So we're going to focus on that silly season where we can brighten up everything, where we can make our little top. Oh, very exciting about that. That's why she's missing from here. Not because I've taken her top off her, and she's totally naked. I moved her because I wanted that to be bare until I'm ready to pop our top on there, which won't be that far away. But for this week, at the moment, we are doing our rectangle on Friday. Oh, sorry, we'll start again. We are doing this guy on Monday. And like I said, I hope to get the side seams done, the top done, the zip done, and the lining done in great colours for wool stocked. And the zip done and the lining done all in the one tutorial. If I don't, I know they become really long tutorials. Sorry, guys. I'd like to break them up, but we could end up with 10 tutorials for one project, and it's just, it's too much to have lying around. Having said that, will it be short sleeve top or long sleeve top? Just curious. It will be a short sleeve top. We will make long sleeves tops in the future. The only reason that it's short sleeve top at the moment is because here in Australia, we are heading into summer. Now, if you wanted to make a long sleeve top, that would be easy to do too. There is a way you can add the sleeves that is not as difficult as a normal sleeve is, where you've got to shape it to fit. No, this top is not shaped to fit. It is like two rectangles popped on our body, and it'd be the same for your sleeves if you wanted to make sleeves, okay? I could give you a quick tip on how you could make a sleeve, but I'm not making sleeves for that project. And so that, hopefully I'll get that finished Monday. If I don't, it will be broken up until Wednesday, which I hope not to. I'm sorry, try Thursday. And Friday, you're getting the rectangle, can't get it out, the Christmas rectangle, yes. And if I get an opportunity on Thursday, I will pop up a stitch that we are going to be using in the future as well. Or maybe I could pop up a small swatch. Probably a good idea to pop up a small swatch on the V-stitch. I do actually have one already, but it was made a long time ago. It might be easy if I just pop one up, and you can have a look at the stitch before we start the top, which will not be this week. The top will be the next week. Get excited. It's coming. Now, the reason it's waiting a whole week is because some of these tutorials that are quite big like that, they take me a long time to complete. And I want to make sure from now on that I complete it all in that same time. Instead of doing 10 different things in the 1 week, or 3 different things in 1 week, we're doing just that all week. It's a lot easier. It gets the product out quicker, and you get the items quickly, so you don't have to wait a long time, because I may be working on 10,000 different things at once, but you may be working on just that one top and you want that part too. And I know a lot of people, when it came to the Kaleidoscope Blanket, I said the pattern will go up on Monday. Well, Monday morning at 5 a.m, they were asking where that pattern was. Karen Beaton, thank you so much for your super chat. That is very warm and heartfelt. Karen, you do this all the time, and I love your little guy. Let's have a look at your little guy. Oh, I'm amazing. Thank you, Karen. So good to see you here, by the way. So we are definitely getting that top. Get excited. You will get your items directly in a row in the future. At the moment, they're just coming bibs and bobs because I'm trying to please, 3 or 4 different thousand people at one time. Yeah. And it's a little bit difficult to do that. So from now on, I'm just going to do the one item for that week and then the one item for the next week and then so on and so on and so on. Take a little bit longer to get things out, but at least you're getting what you need for that week. And I'm not saying to you, it's not taking you 7 weeks to get like parts of a blanket out. You get them in that week. So what I want to do is I want to be super organized before I get it up to you. So you guys can be organized. It sounds perfect, doesn't it? It does sound perfect. Whether it happens that way, completely different story. I'll try. So there you go. That is our week last week. This is our week this week. I'm having a lot of fun still crocheting 100 years later, and I hope you're having a lot of fun. Are there any questions about the projects coming up? I know Angela's already asked for the tea cozy in Christmas colours. Jody says, hello, Mary, and everyone, sorry I'm late. Did I miss any big news? Well, I'm finished. That's what you mean. I finished all the important stuff. But I can do a quick, I feel like I'm a motor mouth today. I can do a quick catch up. We just showed everybody the Kaleidoscope Blanket, Jody. I don't know if you, I've got to reach over to grab it now because I popped it in the tub. It's all the way over there now. I can watch tomorrow. Okay, thank you. I tend to lurk in the background. Karen, you do a good job lurking. I didn't even know you were there. But there you go. We're having a lot of fun on the channel. I think it's time in the future for another one of our comedy videos. Why? Oh, why not? It's always crochet related, guys. And I'm thinking the last comedy video I did was the treadmill, before Halloween's one, by the way, was the treadmill one, where I had to try and crochet on the treadmill, and I just turned it into a big joke. And I hope that was okay with everyone. I was your third hello. Oh, way back from the beginning. I thought you were sleeping, Karen. But you're awake, are you? I can keep everybody awake with my loud voice. So I forgot what all. Thanks, Karen. You distracted me. What was I talking about? Hello. Can someone tell me what I was talking about? Oh yeah, we're gonna be putting up a comedy video again over the next 2 weeks. It'll just pop up out of the blue before you even look, and you'll just see a little comedy video coming up. You're crocheting, Karen. Yeah, I should actually bring crochet here while I'm talking. That might be good. But sometimes I do that and I make mistakes. I don't want to make any mistakes. Yeah, so there will be something fun coming out. Included in that fun video, I might have some shout outs to some familiar channels that I know. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I have my favorite channels as well as you do, so do I. And because I'm into health as well, you'll see another side of me in that video as well. What else? Let me have a drink first because, I'm stressed. Cheers, by the way. It is water. I'm just checking you all know that. Okay, I just got an okay from someone. Oh, thank you very much to the young fella who just checked out the blanket. All right, so look, where we are at the moment, guys, is how many weeks do we have left for Christmas? About 7 weeks, 7 weeks, 7.5 weeks, 8 weeks left for Christmas, until Christmas, sorry, or 7 weeks, I think it is, because Christmas is 5 to 7 days before. Anyway, we have 7 weeks, left for Christmas. We have plenty of time to make that rectangle and to make our V-stitch top and to probably make other things like a scarf. And one of the scarves that I was talking about on Wednesday, it's called a no chain scarf, and I've made it for one of my stores, so it is a freebie. It's not anything that'll be charged. A small blanket for my great niece. Oh, that's nice. She's a lucky girl, isn't she? Get a blanket from a lovely Karen. So we will be making that scarf, and we'll be making a winter scarf as well, because I noticed the other day I have a man scarf and I have cowls for women, little cowls That's, you know, the small ones that come in front. But I don't have a proper scarf for women on my channel. And funnily enough, I thought I did. So I thought I did, not thought. I thought I did. And I don't. And so that's it. I'm putting a scarf on the channel. We are making a scarf together. And then we're going to go through the whole channel of the year and have a look, see what I haven't put on. And I check my list that I made last January, not the January that passed this year, in this horrible year that we've had, the one from the year before. See, what happened was, the year before I'd made all these promises of all the things I was going to make. I got busy. So I cut out about 5 items, and I'd made that promise, and I knew I was going to fill up this year with those things. One of them was the fingerless gloves, which we did do, so that's good. And one of them was a tea cozy, which we did do as well. Everyone's getting a blanket for Christmas. Oh, good on you, Karen. Now, the others, I can't remember what they were. I'll go back to them, and if I haven't made them, I think I have actually, I caught up with those ones. If I haven't caught up, I will make those in the near future. How about a 3-button cowl? I've got so many of those on here, Paula. Check them out. I have a lot I've done already. I'll keep that in mind. I'll pop it down on a list. Where's my pen? I'll just have to rewatch the video, won't I? Oh, hate rewatching myself. Oh. I'll hope to remember a 3-button cowl. I'll keep that in mind for the future. But we are definitely doing a scarf because we have not done one. And we are definitely going to try that little chainless. It's called a chainless scarf. And it's a basic stitch, even though the first 5 chains are chains. The rest of the scarf, you don't have to use chains. And it is a long scarf. You're wondering how. That's a secret until I'm ready to show you. Oh, what? That will be our very first scarf that we make after our V-stitch top. But I'm not doing them 2 or 3 at the same week. I'm doing the V-stitch top, finishing that. Scarf, finishing that. The other scarf, finishing that kind of thing. That is how it will go from now on. It's a lot easier, a lot quicker. You get the project done as quickly as possible, and then the week later, we get to do the other project. I think that's the best way to do it. The way I've been doing it, I've been making all these promises to get them up, and I can't get them all up in the same week because it's too much to do at the one time. So now this way, we can just do that at the one time, and then that at the one time. It kind of works better, in my opinion. If you want it the other way, let me know. But I'm happy to do it this way. It just seems like things will get done a lot quicker. And I only have to focus on that one project for you rather than focusing on, 7 different projects at once. Yes, I hope we are well. Hope everybody is well. I've tried to ram everything into half an hour. Actually, I got on 10 or 15 minutes late this morning. 10 minutes late, I think I was. Not because I was late. I was just, slack. No, the thing is, I have an excuse. I have an excuse, okay? Don't yell at me. I've been focused on my diet plan this week. I like one project at a time. Thank you, Paula. I will try and do that because that's where I wanted to lead to this year. But this year, as I was talking, people were saying, oh, but I want this and I want that and I want this. And everybody's telling me what they want, and I'm trying to ram it all into each week. And I'm not going to be doing that anymore. It's just a lot easier to pump one project out, and that's done. There's nothing worse than I say to you, the second part of your V-stitch blanket is coming this Thursday. And then on Tuesday, the top that I wanted to make for that person and the beanie I wanted to make for that person has gone overboard in time. My computer plays up or whatever. And then that top gets missed out. Do you know what I mean? So this week, I'm just going to focus on what's happening this week, next week, and so on. You're early to me, especially with the time change. Well, I was late today. I've been focused on my diet. And I've decided that there will be no tutorials going up on one day of the week, which I believe at this stage is Tuesday. Tuesday's going to be my business day. I'm going to work on the business a little bit. So it'll be Monday, Thursday, Friday is when tutorials will go out. If I don't get it out by Monday night, it'll definitely go up Tuesday morning. But on the Tuesday, I try not to focus on social media. Try not to. And Saturday morning, I don't look at social media at all. I tell a lie. I send out information to everyone saying, join me for my live. I do that on YouTube. I do it on Facebook. I forget to do it on Instagram. I actually do forget to do it on Instagram, but I've got to get in the habit of doing it on Instagram. And that's what I usually do. And then I don't look at it for a while. After the live, I wait a couple of hours. I take a break away from everything. I don't even look at any crochet. I literally clean up a little, clean up the mess that I've made during the week with the crochet. And then I sit down in the afternoon, late afternoon, and I'll crochet a little bit of catching up on projects, private projects, like jobs for people outside of YouTube. So that's pretty much what my day is like on Saturday. So I don't look at social media very much on Saturdays. Sundays, rest day for everything. And you know, the day after I finished the Kaleidoscope Blanket, I didn't crochet for a day and a half. A day and a half. I didn't pick up a hook for a day and a half. That's a lot for me. I mean, I haven't done that in years. Usually, you know, I know I have. Last year I didn't do it for a few days. So I had some personal reasons why. But this year, a day and a half, that was the luck, because that took a long time, that blanket. That was hard work. It was really, cheers by the way, really hard work. So there you go. That is the week here at Wow Crochet. That's the week we're going to have. Get ready. You're going to get the zip to this. You're going to get the rectangle Christmas coaster, table runner. Hello, wake up. And what was the other thing? I've forgotten already. Hello, someone remind me. Hello, someone remind me. Oh, the vlog. Hello, I couldn't get it out. The vlog of, and a vlog, I call it a vlog because it's actually a video blog, and I don't do them very often. With that will come, I don't know whether the funny stuff will come on that or whether I'll just do my shout outs. And what I do in a vlog, I just sit back a bit and relax, take a break, and I discuss things that I don't usually talk about on the tutorials or on my lives. These are things where I can relax with the item that I'm talking about. So I can actually discuss where we're heading with Wow Crochet in a few months' time. Things will be changing again. Not bad changes, they're all good changes. Because we are out and about here in Melbourne, finally after 3 months, there's still certain restrictions, so I have to follow some rules. But I want to start getting out and interviewing people. I want to start interviewing farmers. I want to go places. I don't want to just sit behind a camera. You will always get a video out of it. So that's the best part of it. It'll always be crochet related, and it will always evolve around yarn or crochet. Okay. I'm sorry, knitters out there. I'm sorry. I showed you knitting needles. That's as far as I go with knitting. That's it. The only reason I'm showing this because I found that the other day. I actually found it a few months ago, and I popped it somewhere and said I'll talk about that one day, and then I found it the other day again. So it was kind of like, do you think someone's trying to tell me something? Just a little bit of a eerie things happening there. Yeah, road trips. Look, road trips are good if the opposition lets you come. If they don't want you to come and you rock up, oh, they're not happy. So you really I have to plan this. So it's going to take a little while to plan, but in a few months' time, there will be some different types of videos that you will see. They will probably be more related on yarn in general, but there will be some sort of crochet around that as well. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I'm not going to tell you who it is yet because I really want to get there. I want to get to my favorite farm. And that's the place where they sell some gorgeous yarn that I love so much, directly from the farmer himself. So I really want to get to that farm. I do believe they have, what do you call them? Like, you know, places where you can stay overnight, which is the best brand of yarn. Well, this is it. I don't know. And the reason I don't know which is the best brand of yarn is because I try them all. You don't see one yarn that's exactly the same here. Like that's an acrylic. That's merino soft. That's a Clequeton yarn. That I think is like a cord, even like a jeans material, whatever you call it, jeans, whatever it's called. That's cotton, and it's a different brand cotton. It's not a Bendigo cotton that I use. That is a pure wool, like a really good expensive wool. Like there's all different kinds. That's your Bendigo. There's all different kinds. There's no such thing as the best yarn. The deal is you have to try yarn to suit you. Try yarn to suit, I try them all. And even when they fail, I think, oh gosh, what was I thinking of with that yarn, right? Because it happens, right? There's always one. And then in the same batch, you get another one which is perfect. And you think, well, hang on, what happened there? Different color, maybe, different shades. Sometimes there's a different shade. There's no such thing as the best yarn. You kind of have to play with whatever you like. And you need to also, if someone wants to buy something from you, you need to ask them, do you want acrylic, wool, or cotton? Or you could make a blanket as big as our Kaleidoscope blanket, which I can't remember how big that is now. Someone can remind me. A blanket as big as our Kaleidoscope blanket. And then they say, I'm sorry, I didn't want it in wool. Oh, what? It took me so long to make it, you'll say. And they say, that's not my problem, you know. So be careful when they ask you for a blanket. You say, oh, that's great. Do you want wool, acrylic, or cotton? Because some people are allergic to wool, some are allergic to cotton, and some are allergic to acrylic. So really, you need to ask. There's no such thing as the best yarn, because I've tried yarn which I thought was the best, and then all of a sudden something else comes along and I think, oh, how am I going to decide which one of the two is the best? So there isn't a best yarn. You just try, play. In fact, what I used to do in the past, and I used to do this a lot, I used to buy one skein of a new yarn that came out, and I'd take it home and have a bit of a play. Maybe I'll make a granny square or something. I'll make something small, like a little doily or something I can pop under the fruit bowl or something like that, yeah? And I would do that often. And then when I'd find one that I didn't like, I would make sure that was the last time I used, right? Having said that, there was an acrylic yarn I used years ago. I hated. Apparently, their acrylic has gotten better. So if you look carefully on the labels, let me show you one. This is cotton. So I'll tell you what I mean by cotton. Like this one here can say, this is the Fiddlesticks Wren. It says 100% cotton. Now, for argument's sake, actually, no, I'll tell you the truth, it was Cleckheaton yarn. Some of the Cleckheaton yarns had a label in the old days that didn't always say 100% pure wool. Some of it was a mixed acrylic because it had like a sparkle in it, or it had a shimmer or something that made it look different, yeah? So I thought it was all the same. And that's why I remember saying in one of my tutorials, I'm using 100% pure wool today. And then I bought the skein out and thought, oh, wait, it's 97% something and 3% something. I thought, oh no, what am I going to do? So I had to rephrase, actually deleted what I said and start again, because I was under the impression that that wool only came in 100% pure wool. So you need to actually check what you're doing. Hello, Tori. I hope you are well. You need to actually check what you are buying. So when you think you're buying the same label as you usually buy, turn it around and check what it says, because sometimes they add an extra something in it to make it sparkle or just to make it look good, and it might not be pure wool. So they change it for that one skein. Just be careful, yeah? So there's actually there is no such thing as a really good yarn. Play with yarn. Have some fun with it before you start creating. Before I used Bendigo yarns, I did use the Cleckheaton range, and I still use the Cleckheaton range for Graphgans. Quiver every time I say that. Because it's just such hard work, Graphgans. And I'm currently in the middle of, oh, it's down there. It's right here. Do you want to see? Oh, no, you can't, because there's nothing on it. There's just, oh, I can show you. There's just like 3 rows of black, red, and white, I think it is. But it's a Graphgan I should have been finished by Christmas. I love cotton and bamboo blend. Soft and easy to work with, and they look good too, Paula. Yeah, that's all there is part of the Graphgan at the moment. So there's not really much there. And I'm thinking of taking this undone as well, actually, because I think the blanket is a little bit too big, but we'll see. And I don't know if I have enough yarn for it. And in actual fact, I'm using for that, it's freaky, so that you understand that you can use anything you want. Bamboo is gorgeous. Yes, it is. It's one of the nicest cotton you can use, actually. I'm using Bendigo and Cleckheaton for this. How's Plant Mix? I haven't seen her for a while, honey. So maybe she'll pop in another time. So there you go. I use Bendigo and Clequeton. They marry each other. They look great. They're very similar. And I'm using those. The red one, the red yarn will be Bendigo. The black is Bendigo, and the white is, or cream, I should say, is Clequeton. Now, the only thing you need to watch for when you're crocheting, if you are using, see those yellows there? There's about, I think, 3 in there. Then I've got a separate bag with one on its own. Someone's saying, why did you separate it for? Different dye lots. Be careful of your dye lots, because I did a blanket once and I was so upset. It was a Grafgan. Howdy from Illinois. Hello from Illinois. Welcome to Melbourne, Australia. Glenroy to be exact. So I did the blanket all in, you know, pink, and because it was a Hello Kitty blanket, and I wrote I Heart Kitty on it on the side, I, and then the heart, and then Kitty. And the actual blanket was gorgeous. And then you could tell I used the Clequeton yarn. The dye lots I thought were all the same, but I must have messed up some dye lots. And so 3/4 of the blanket from there to there was all one dye lot, and then up the top it was another. And it really did not, and they were mixed too. It wasn't just the dye lot was one all the way. It was mixed because I had different colors in between, and it did look bad. It really looked like I made a mistake. And I did, because I thought they were the same dye lots, but they weren't. So when you're working with a large blanket that is like, you know, a Grafgan or something that is going to be noticeable, you must stick to dye lots. There are some blankets you can get away with not using the same dye lot. I think with our Kaleidoscope blanket, you could probably get away with not using the same dye lots. Dye lots can be, I'm not going to say that word, all that work, I know, right? I know, I wasn't going to say the word. I came across some Tim Tams at the grocery store. We'll be picking up 1 pack of each and on payday. Oh, don't you love payday? That will be 4 packs. What? Good luck eating them, because they will be gone. Your payday, it's gone. It's gone. No more payday for you. Those Tim Tams, I can't even have them while I'm on this diet. What? I probably can, but you have to add it to the list of naughty things that you do. Oh well. I can be naughty 1 day a week. Or maybe not 1 day a week. How's 1 day a month? Cheers, by the way. Now, dye lots. Let's get back to dye lots. Dye lots are not that important when you're making patchy blankets. I think you can get away with it on the Kaleidoscope blanket. I personally use the same dye lot. In fact, I knew the grey was running out, and I knew the cream was running out, and I ended up with a little tiny ball of the cream left. Tim Tam special at Cow's $1.82. Last week they had them 2 for what was it? 2 for $5. $1.82. It's cheaper. How'd you get that? Oh, Raylene, thanks. I'm not going to buy them. Not going to buy them. You are going to have Tim Tam withdrawals. Starting to shake already, Paula. Look at me. I know that's natural. No, actually, my shaking has calmed down with age. I don't know. I shook. I used to shake a lot when I was younger. But I don't know. It seems to have calmed down. Someone said you usually get worse as you get older. I seem to have calmed down a little bit with age. $3.99 at the grocery store. Wow. Hello, Arlene. I hope you are well. Me either. I don't like them. Rather chocolate royal. I actually love chocolate royals, Raylene. Grew up with chocolate royals. Oh my gosh, if you knew how many chocolate royals I ate as a child. And it shows. Getting back to the blanket. How did I get distracted? Getting back to the blanket. I used all of my cream. I say all of it because there's a tiny little skein left. And in actual fact, you would use 220 rather than the 200 grams that I use. The reason being is I crocheted very tightly, extremely tight. So, of course, I save a lot of yarn doing it. But most people crochet rather loosely. So I would guarantee that you would go right into your 210 or 220 grams of cream, 220 grams of the grey, and then just under 200 grams of the other colours. And I think I used less of the pink Or was it less of the blue? Less of the pink. It was like I think I only used 160 something grams of the pink. But I do mention it in the final tutorial of our blanket, how much I use. So there you go. And I do mention it in, I think I put it on our little comment section on YouTube. Check out the comment section. It gives you the amount of yarn and how big the blanket was. We have a comment section specifically for me to comment and then you to come on and comment at me. Comment at me. I'm too old to shake. It would probably make my arthritis hurt. Oh, arthritis. I think it's already kicking in for me. I hope not, but I think it is. I use different yellows getting rid of spare wool. Look, I don't think it'll make a difference with this blanket, but I did use the same dye lot. So just heads up, just in case you say, but you said it wouldn't make a difference. Well, I used the same dye lot on purpose, so just in case it did make a difference. Okay, that's it, guys. That's all I really wanted to talk about today, unless you want to ask some questions that you have come across during the week with some of our tutorials, unless you want to ask me if you would like something in the near future. We've already discussed the scarves, the V-stitch top, the scarves. Loved my Halloween video. Thank you so much. I did toy with it a little bit. I got a little bit silly. In actual fact, I had so much fun making it. I hated the editing. Editing that video, woof, took forever. It took like nearly 2 days to edit that video on and off. I didn't do it all at once. I didn't sit there all day. But it was just so many mistakes. And there were some mistakes I couldn't cut out, so I just left in. And then I thought, because it was all in fun, it was crochet related. If you did not understand the crochet terminology of, double crochets and whatever else have you, and yarn vomit and things like that, then you would not have got that video. Some people say, what was it all about? I don't get it. Well, then you're not a crocheter, because I only wanted to base it around crochet. It was a bit of fun. It was a bit of silliness on my part. And that's going to happen again coming up very soon. We are going to have a funny video again. Probably not this week, maybe the week after, but something fun is coming up, because I like to break up the monotony of constantly working all the time. And we've been working so hard this past few weeks, doing our blanket, doing our poncho, doing our beanie, doing all the fun stuff. Time to relax a little bit before Christmas, have a bit of fun with our crochet. Still, we're going to be making our V-stitch top, our scarves. We're still going to be working all the time, but we are taking a break with a bit of fun activities, just to give ourselves a bit of a rest, because sometimes you need a break. Sometimes you need a rest, and sometimes our brains need to take a step back and clear up. Video was great. Hope we get a Christmas video. Look, I've been thinking about a Christmas video. A lot of people have suggested it already, starting with Franca. She was the first one to suggest it. And then everybody else said, oh, we want a Christmas video. Look, let me think about that. I wouldn't have a clue what I would make for the Christmas video. I still would like to keep it in theme of Christmas, but I don't know where I'm heading with it. It's one of those videos. It's going to be a tricky one. Halloween was easy. Dress up like a weirdo and just, pretend like you're on a murder spree or something. Did I say that out loud? But Halloween was very easy, but Christmas a little bit difficult. There's lots of aspects around it. Just letting I loaded a couple of videos the other day, and we'll be loading another video tonight. Yeah, please, Paulie's Crochet. Okay, everyone be blessed and safe. Thank you, Paula. For those of you who wanted to check out Paulie's Crochet, you can by all means. I don't usually do shout out lives. Shout outs in my lives. If you hung out another week, I would have gone on the my normal vlog that I do coming out. So that vlog comes up once every few months. I don't do it very often. Usually with a vlog comes a giveaway, but we're not doing a giveaway this time because we've just done one. And for those of you who don't know, I have a giveaway at the end of the year, and it's usually massive. It happens on New Year's Eve. I pop it up first thing New Year's Eve morning for Melbourne, Australia. So you guys overseas, wherever you are, getting it the day before, which is the 30th. But here in Australia, it's New Year's Eve. And what I do is I pick someone who has spent the whole year being a part of Well Crochet, has spent the whole year with us. I thought I'd give you a bit of heads up here so you know what I'm talking about. And I send out this massive pack to them for a thank you. to all what they've done for us here at Wild Crochet. Now, last year, Suzanne won it from God Crochet and Create or something, God Creation. Oh, I can't remember where she's from now. Crochet, Creation, something like that. And so she won it last year. I promised her some free patterns this year, and because I didn't get the website up, she's going to get them next year. So she's got 2 years worth. But there will be someone that I will choose on New Year's Eve, I should say, on New Year's Eve this year as Wild Crochet's Subscriber of the Year. Now, I do that once a year, and it's going to happen again this year. So maybe you, good luck. Maybe anyone who really knows. But I do know there's at least 6 or 7 of you out there that just does so much for the channel. And I want to send you all the pack. I can't do it to everyone, so I'll just pick the one. I might even have to put them in the barrel by the way it's going. But there's at least 6 or 7 of you out there that put in that extra for us and that watch us all the time, and not always on our lives, because you can't always make the lives. I understand that. It's a little bit difficult. Some days you can, some days you can't. In a couple of weeks' time, there may be a Saturday live I may not be able to be on. What? But I will tell you why. If things work out, I might be going somewhere where it has something to do with crochet related, and I'll keep you informed of that. That might come up on the video vlog this week. I haven't been given confirmation on it yet, so I can't say why, but if I don't get any confirmation, I'll be here. If I get a confirmation, I'll tell you exactly what it is. I can't advertise it until I'm ready to go and do, if you know what I mean. So in the meantime, guys, keep watching us. Look out for the fun projects that are coming up. Look out for the silliness that comes up, because that comes up often. Check out the video vlog that's coming up this week. It'll either be on Thursday. No, actually, it'll be Thursday. It will be Thursday. I'm thinking about it. It might have to be Thursday. Gives me some time on Wednesday to create, Wednesday night to edit, and then I can pop it up on Thursday. Yay. Going to be fun. Going to be a little bit different to what I usually put up. Still crochet related. Everything will always be crochet related. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If there are no questions, I'm going to head off. Oh, finished this all in 1 hour. What? I'm talking faster and faster every week, aren't I? Motor mouth. So I know, I'm glad you made it, Angela, because you sometimes can't make it. So I'm really glad you made it. For those of you who have made it, Franca who's made it, and Franca hasn't been well either. So Franca, I wish you well. I hope you feel better soon. And to everyone else out there, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for watching our tutorials. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing, and do all that you do. Did I say that all in one sentence? All I want to say right now is ciao for now. Wednesday is difficult. I know, right? Ciao for now. See you guys. I will see you all on Wednesday, or I will see you all during the week when we are doing our videos. Don't forget to keep watching and keep smiling. Ciao for now.